Today on 16-Bit Game Reviews, I look at a map, I build a solar farm, and finally a giant monster is eating a landfill.
Hello and welcome. Now, I've always had an interest in the new SimCity. However, I've been having mixed feelings. The reviews of it were mixed, and just from the look of things, it looked like it was going to be a good game. And I was right. It looked like it was going to be a very good game. However, when you start peeling through the layers, you start to realize that there's something wrong with it.
SimCity is a city simulator game made for MS-DOS, and it's... Oh, wait a second. No, this is the wrong SimCity. Give me a sec. There we go. SimCity is a city simulator game made by EA, and it's available on Origin. Other than that, I can give you a full description of what the city simulator game is in the SimCity 3000 video. So if you want to know in a little bit more detail what it is, go there. If you want to go in extreme detail, go to Wikipedia or listen to LGR. He does a really good retrospective on this. The graphics are meh. It's a little bit shinier than SimCity 4. However, when you take a look at it from a broad point of view, it's just there. However, if you look at the aesthetics of the game, it is super nice. It has a very clean look, and that's all thanks to the Glassbox engine. On my machine, this thing runs at a nice smooth 60 frames a second, and it's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it makes all other SimCity games look like complete rubbish. Sadly though, you cannot build a monument to yourself within the games, unlike SimCity 3000, where you can have your monument to yourself right next to your own personal mansion. I find that the music in SimCity isn't necessarily bad, but it's not good compared to the other songs within its series. I find that the music in the game is just there, not dragging any attention to itself, and it's just letting you go and build the cities, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, it's a gorgeous track when you actually listen to it, but when you compare it to something like SimCity 3000, there's no contest. Well, other than building your own city, you can go online and have other cities supply your city, or you can completely forget about that, be an antisocial, build your own city, build your own neighborhood, make every city supply one another, and make it so that they all combine for a group project. Or you can play like a classic, work on one map, build it until every corner is filled, and then destroy it in the most funnest way ever, which typically involves disasters. Since Godzilla is technically trademarked, they got a little bit of an issue while trying to make a box for this game. It's technically not in this game. However, there is a giant lizard monster which lives underground, which will go and attack your city and eat your landfill. Honestly, I don't see this monster as much of a nuisance, as more as helpful, as it's getting rid of my city's constant garbage issue. Yes and no. Yes, it is practical, and in the world of the SimCities, you have infinite energy when you have a wind turbine, because it's technically always windy, and you will always get winds. So, you building a city powered solely off of wind turbines is not actually a crazy idea. However, would I recommend this in real life? No, because in real life, you're not limited by some stupid boundaries, which really doesn't affect the gameplay. In fact, if you were to double the width of the screen, or better yet, double everything, and make it a map as big as you want it to be, it would have no issues. In fact, I would love to see a wind facility be able to go and power a city the size of something that's in SimCity 3000, let's say. It'd be actually absolutely hysterical, since they all use fusion or fission power plants to get power for the stupid things. Yes, and this is how you do it. You go into the poo facility, or whatever you have as the outlet pipe for your city sewage, and then you click it, and then you can go and control it, and you get to see all the poo, how it is being managed, and whatnot. And what you do, for fun, is turn off the facility and let all the poo collect and go back into the houses and whatnot. And then when you get really bored, you turn the pipe back on and watch all the poo go out the wee one-way system. It is absolutely fantastic. And all games, all SimCity games, actually all games should have a wee one-way system in it, in some way, shape, or form. The controls in SimCity games are directly linked to the camera, the positioning, and how you view your city. Now, in previous SimCity games, you were limited to a 45-degree turning and levels of zoom. Whereas in the new SimCity, and I think this is the most underrated feature of everything, and they didn't really focus on this at all, this camera controls and just how things work in this game, it is so smooth and is so much better. No longer are you stuck with 45-degree turning, you have the full 360 degrees to explore your city with. And the levels of zooming are gone. You can just zoom in and zoom out to your leisure. You can zoom into almost street level, but you can zoom out to God mode if you want. And all this just makes the game feel and look so much better than the rest of the games. I would say if it wasn't for the fact that the city sizes are really small, this would probably be the best SimCity game ever. Apparently, yes. Despite all that's good with it, like the poo map, SimCity feels more like a technical experiment than a full game, and because of that, I don't think it's worth the full price of admission. I feel that the game's worth roughly $10, and I know it goes on sale for roughly $20, but I think $20 is just paying too much for this game, which is basically just a tech demo for Maxis's Glassbox engine. If you're willing to pay $20 for a SimCity game, I would recommend going and buying yourself SimCity 4 or SimCity 3000. I mean, the benefits of buying SimCity 4 is, one, you don't have to deal with constant internet issues like a bunch of people had at the beginning, like Pro Jared. 2, you don't get the poo map, but you still get a lot more options and a lot bigger cities. And 3, you're not using Origin, you're using Steam, which is a generally more liked system. So, I'd recommend getting SimCity 3000 or 4. Anyways, thank you for watching. Please give the video a like and give us a subscribe, and leave a comment down below on your opinions of SimCity, whether or not you had a bad issue with it on launch, or whether or not you didn't even buy the thing. Also, please give us a like on the Facebooks and follow us on Twitter so we can go and communicate with you guys, as well as feed monkeys. Remember, any action you do with us will feed monkeys. Remember, If you like us on Facebook, you feed a monkey. You follow us on Twitter, you feed another monkey. And you give us a like on a video, you give more monkeys bananas. Bananas make the world go around, and bananas make monkeys happy and not try to attack me. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching.